So I stepped outside on this June summer solstice day and I said, you know what kind of drink would go great on a day like today? Well, how about this? Hot chocolate. Yeah, temperatures were in the 60s for highs today. We had a wind off the ocean, we had clouds, and we had rain. Rainfall totals as of 6:55 p.m. at or under 1/4 of an inch. But we are going to add to this, and by a good amount as we go into the overnight hours. But the bigger story for today on the summer solstice could have been these high temperatures. I mean, we were in the mid to upper 60s from Seaside Heights to EHT all the way down to Cape May. In many spots, this was 10 to 15 degrees below average for this time of the year, even 15 to 20 degrees below average in these darker blues. Now, even in a climate-changing world, we still get days that are well below average. They're just not happening as often. In fact, according to the Climate Shift Index by our partners at Climate Central, all of these places in the lighter grays had temperatures today that are 1.5 times less likely to happen than if we didn't have climate change happening in recent decades. Go down to parts of Cape May and Cumberland County, 2 times less likely to happen now than without this climate-changing world that we are in. We take a look at our clouds and our radar here this afternoon. You see rain got into New Jersey, but only really into the southern half of the state. And that's because we still have this battle between high pressure and low pressure here across the area. And what's happening is we're getting this easterly wind too, which is helping to drive the cooler temperatures and also will bring some coastal flooding as we go into tonight. We take a look at our future casts. Here's that steadier rain coming across the area and going into all of New Jersey here. This continues overnight. Then between 4 to 7 p.m., we're talking about a lot of this rain going away. And most of your Thursday after 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning will actually be dry. It's not going to be the nicest looking day. Temperatures a little bit warmer than today, but not by much. But still, again, mostly dry for outdoor events. And then we're looking at some spotty showers continuing as we go into our Thursday night as well. So our forecasted rainfall totals through Thursday at 9 a.m. with this steady stuff overnight. Anywhere from 1.5 to 2 inches in Tuckerton and Egg Harbor Township, maybe a hair over 2 in Atlantic City, down to about 3/4 of an inch in Vineland. But regardless, we need the rain. We will take it, even if we are going to get some areas of rainfall flooding in addition to the saltwater flooding we'll see tonight. Visibility will be low at times here as we go overnight. Not super thick, but enough to cause some issues if you're driving around as we go into our Wednesday night. During the day on Thursday, the fog will lift, but we go into Thursday night here and we see some areas of visibility under a mile here like we see in Long Beach Township and some other areas along the shore. By Friday, this will be gone. Here's the coastal flooding we're talking about. Between 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. tonight on Wednesday night. Minor flood stage here, so susceptible bayside roadways flood, little to no property damage, and this is the nuisance kind of flooding we see a couple dozen times a year. This is Ocean City in minor flood stage. Take a look what we have going on. You see West Avenue here, we have Bay Avenue here, a number of roads do see water on them here, so you do want to pay attention driving and make sure you don't drive through that flooded water as it is salt water and can corrode your car. So for tonight, we're talking about a steady rain. It's a windswept rain. Low temperatures 60 to about 62 degrees. We go into Thursday here, temperatures getting into the 70s, but barely into the 70s. This is 5 to 10 degrees below average for this time of the year. But after 9 a.m., we're pretty much more dry than not. You could even see a few peaks of sunshine as well. You're seeing SAM forecast, again, not a washout. We'll say 30% at most of your day is going to be wet. So 70% of it dry. Water temps in the 60s, actually in the mid 60s. That's a little bit above average for this time of the year. Rip current risk, though, is a high. So you're probably going to see those red flags out on the beaches. Then we go into Thursday night. It's a mild night. Winds turning and coming from the south and east here. That's going to keep the humidity up too. Scattered showers and thunderstorms around. Here's a look at your inland 7-day forecast. So we do have rain in this forecast pretty much every day all the way through Tuesday here, and then our wet streak ends and we're dry on Wednesday. But none of these days are going to be a washout here. They will be your run-of-the-mill showers and storms for the most part. The exceptions will be what happens tonight. That's a steadier rain. And then Friday, if you're inland, we looked at some steadier periods of rain as well. Going to the shore 7-day. Really, most of your Friday does look to be dry. In fact, there'll be a few spots that are completely dry. And then Saturday and Sunday, if you want to go to the beach, you want to go out on the boat, you're okay to do so. But try to focus in on the morning hours when those thunderstorms don't really flare up yet. It'll be in the afternoon that they do come around. We'll have more details for you on this. We'll also talk to you more about what you can expect for your weekend on our website at pressofac.com/weather.